Hi guys, you might hear the rain. Of course it's pouring outside, so I thought we'd take a look at basically the three different almost generations here of Bosch hammer staplers. And actually which one I prefer may shock you. So let's go ahead and take a look. So of course we could start with this very old hammer stapler. As you can see here, the only thing plastic is this handle piece here. It is quite heavy, top heavy in the front here. Quite interesting mechanism. As you contact the board, you can see the hammer. This pivot point allows that hammer to be pushed down. So this hitting here on a board or whatever causes this movement back here, which forces this hammer down, which of course drives your staple into the surface. Now loading this is also kind of unique. Here you have to slide this to the side, pull this plate up, and then push the staples down in. Now the ones I have are actually the wrong ones for this, so I can't show you how this staples. But for the other two, I can definitely show you that. So just wanted to show you this one. Pretty old, pretty unique. But anyhow, we'll move on. This one I've used quite a bit. As you can see, paint's worn off of it pretty good. You know, it's got this aluminum body up top here, metal frame on the bottom. Plastic handle, pretty straightforward. Loading wise, pretty simple. You pull that pin forward and then you just set the staples inside. Kind of like a normal, you know, paper stapler. So pretty straightforward there. It does use crown staples, which we'll get more into that here in a little bit. And the last one I have here, as you can see, it's fairly new. Does have a little bit of use. A little more bulky up front here with this hammer assembly. It does have aluminum housing here with a rubber anti-vibe handle. Loading wise, out back here you have this plastic release and you pull this rail out, and then what you're going to do is drop the staples here in this little basically pit. So you drop the staples in there, push the slide forward until the back end of here locks, which takes a little bit of force sometimes. Of course, we're ready to staple now. So it does have an indicator of how many staples are left. Kind of hard to see, but you do have that there if you're ever in question. It will not take a full strip of these staples. So normally you have to break it off, and only 3/4 will actually fit in the stapler at a time. So that's a little bit of a nuisance there for sure. But so the reason I do have this is not because of this stapler being bad. Basically, as you can see, it says Crown Power H30, referencing to the staples. As you can see here, they are crown style staples. So they crown up in the center versus being flat. Now, if you go to the hardware store, at least Lowe's and Home Depot, you're gonna have, at least I did, a hard time finding crown staples. You can still order them online. They are more expensive than regular staples, but I needed to get the job done that weekend, so I ended up buying a new hammer stapler. Now, we'll do a little demonstration here. So here, is the old stapler. Pretty straightforward there. And here is the new one. So when you look at this, you can definitely see a difference between, what was done by the older crown style stapler versus the new stapler, which uses the flat staples. I don't know if it's truly in part to using Arrow staples. I mean, it's supposed to be able to run in this hammer stapler, and of course Arrow is supposed to be good quality, but you can see it seems like the edges don't go all the way in to the wood some of the times, versus over here most of the time, even if we're a little bit offset, the staples fully seat in the board. So yeah, I'm not real thrilled with this one. It does do the job, but it's heavier, it's bulkier, and it seems like to me you got to be perfectly on all the time, or you're gonna run into problems. Where here you can be a little bit off. It's a lot lighter of a unit, a lot easier to handle. I actually do prefer this. I'm going to try to source some new staples for it, because yeah, I don't understand. Maybe somebody can comment below and explain why this is supposedly better than this. But in my experience, I prefer this over this. Let me get you the actual weights. So the new one, you're looking at 2 pounds, 5.4 ounces. This old one here, look at that, 1 pound, 10.4 ounces. If we put the vintage one on here, 2 pounds, 9.2 ounces. So the new one is not much lighter than this old one. So there you have it, guys. Just my thought on hammer staplers. This one right here. So maybe some of you guys that use these on a daily basis can comment below, but I found for speed, ease, and basically quality, this one outperforms the new one. So anyhow, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one.